This is the Deathsphere13 and welcome back to an episode of World of Tanks. I'm here on Map Swamps in my VK4502B, and it looks like it's going to be a fairly good matchup. I mean, what was the percentage? 41? Means it's a little less than completely even. Just means that everyone's going to have to work a little bit harder. And with only, I would say, two fairly poor players and a really good one, it looks like it's going to be a lot easier to pull that little bit of extra work off. However, if the team was completely like anything like that group of three right there, oh boy, that would have been a yeah, no kind of moment. However, that's not the case. I just really did not trust that artillery piece from then on out. And it looks like that trust was fairly good, but you'll see why later on in the game. However, I know the strength of this tank is not to go anywhere near a hill where they could shoot my lower glacis, but instead side scrape. I need to get to a fairly flat area and just basically poke my rear end, which holds the turret, around the corner, open fire, turn the turret, and basically drive forward until, you know, they can't really get a shot at the cupola and stuff like that. So I'm heading towards the only area on this map that makes a whole lot of sense for me. And I'm very worried. Except there's a bit of a problem. There's that tank destroyer there. Now, I didn't get spotted because I was on the other side of concealment. Yes, he drove back into it, and he probably could have seen through it. However, he could not see me, so Sixth Sense didn't go off, and I actually, now that I think about it, he was probably a distance from that bush. But now I'm noticing if I continue to go forward, I'm going to be horribly out of position, so I need to get to a place where I can easily support the guys, well, that E75 who's on the hill, fighting to keep the tanks that are up there back. And I don't know if they've figured out yet or something like that, that, you know, he's all alone in that area. I mean, yeah, he's got a Jagdpanzer and two mediums supporting him from behind, but I'm guessing not one of them are actually, you know, expecting me. I'm actually surprised I didn't get spotted yet. But now at the T-34, all alone up there, I'm guessing he's not feeling very brave right now. Seeing as how the support that he's come over to this side of the map with is just, you know, faded. So he's probably going to try and bum rush the E75, get behind him. And I want him to. Except, you know, he doesn't get to that point. So I just finish him off. Now, it makes absolutely no sense for me to completely just turn around in open areas to go back. I mean, there's a tank destroyer over in that side. There's artillery. There's no way in hell I'm going to be just turning around and heading back. So now we're up 4 tanks, and you know, the amount of justice that would have been held if I had actually killed him. Because as far as I know, I was the only one who shot him until that final kill. And I'm actually now wondering how the AMX-30 player has already died. Yes, he's got 3 kills, but somehow this E75 and I are remaining. Now I'm just going to pop into free cam and go like this. Why? Well, there's a bit of something that happens. And what is that something? You'll see. But I was in a live stream when this was going on. So I wonder where that could have come from. Well, let's see. It's definitely not, the artillery that I was wondering about at the beginning, but the statistically, 15,000, 54% rate player that just tried to kill me. Now let me get this straight. We're winning. I'm on 2 kills. Yes, I've only done 809 damage, but still. It's not like I've just been sitting around doing nothing. And our now dead artillery player, probably who is out in the middle of nowhere, decides, you need to die, and you need to die now. Why? Makes absolutely no sense to me. But I'm just trying to find scraps here. I'm trying to get as much damage as I can done. So I am motoring it. I am trying to not put myself out in the open, but I'm trying to figure out where all these tanks are going to go. I noticed that this FV is headed around this side, so if I can just get around... Can I see him? I should be able to see him. And I shouldn't have been able to make that shot. Going full speed, down a hill, at an angle, meaning the turret's slowly turning, and I finish him. Now I've almost got 1,000 damage! Hoorah! And, ooh, there's the final enemy tank. I don't have a shot at him. So, now what I was trying to do, mind you, this was a live stream. I'm noticing, okay, so that Jägtiger, he's got that side locked down. Okay. The E-75 is quite worried about the A-line being his path of escape. Now he's headed towards that middle area where that dead tank is. That FCM 50TN. Oh! I'm pretty glad that I stopped when I did. However, if I had pulled the trigger a little bit less, well, not a little bit less, a little bit slower, I would have gotten the kill. And with that, I felt like I did a pretty darn good job. I mean, yeah, it was not flawless. Yeah, I didn't do a lot of damage. However, I feel like I carried my weight, and that was just uncalled for what that artillery did over in that area. I mean, yeah, I get it. I wasn't the most, how should I say, pleasing sight. However, just was not called for trying to land a shot on an allied tank. That was ridiculous. However, I came through it, and here I am at the end of the game, getting one of the last 2 shots on at this enemy tank, which, fair enough. Pretty darn good player. Let's see, it was... Let's see. Assuming it was... Peekaboo 2. So yeah, he definitely was no bad player, and seems like he was trying to carry his team a little too hard. And if we hadn't killed him where he was, he would have killed the Panther, gone away scot-free, and probably went after our artillery way over there. And with an E-75 and a Jagdpanzer, we wouldn't have been in a position to stop him. And the first hint of where he would have been him going after a M55-53. And at that point, it would have been a little too late, so I feel like, yeah, I didn't do the most exciting things. However, it wasn't as though I did absolutely nothing. So, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and share. It really does help out with the channel. And again, on that whole share thing, if you think a friend of yours would like it, would like my videos, just share. Facebook works as well, you know, the good stuff. And if for some odd reason you enjoyed the video, like. And if you want to keep up to date with my uploads, please subscribe. It really does help out the channel. So yeah, this has been the Desphere 13, signing off. Bye.